going to start with the isometrics, and these are exercises you can do 3-4 times throughout your day, also periodically between dances, before you begin to feel more discomfort through the upper back, middle back. So that would be your isometric pec press. You're gonna bring your hands together, elbows in, upper arm slides in towards your side, and you're just gonna give your hands a press. Hold 5 seconds and release. And you want to do those 5 times. Again, periodically throughout your day. The next one is for the muscles on the back side of the arm and back of the shoulder blades. Without you having to pull the shoulder blades together, you want to find a doorway, and you're going to stand in front of the doorway, and you're just going to press the back of your arm, back of your hand into the doorway, checking that you don't lift through your chest. You want to soften through your rib cage, and you might feel a slight abdominal contraction with this as well. Again, 5 for 5 second hold. You're like a letter T. Your arms are like a letter T. And next for your band exercises. So you can start with what are called Ajax. Palms are going to face forward, and you're going to take your arms up, around, focusing on that rib cage staying down, and then back. When you start, you're taking a slight press back with the band, and then you're keeping that backward position, arms to your back wall as you bring the arms up and down. Palms face forward. And then from here, palms stay faced forward. You're gonna bring the arms back and back and back. Opening up the chest without lifting the shoulder blades up or lifting your chest up. Softening the rib cage as you pull back and your shoulders open. Nice inhale, exhale to allow your rib cage to expand while you're breathing. And then you have the bow and arrows. I'm just going to hold this a little closer. Focus on the turn of your trunk as opposed to pulling the elbow back really far. Eyes look straight ahead at your target. You can keep your feet pointed straight ahead, or you can add a staggered stance. Half, 10 with the one leg in front, and then 10 with the other leg in front. And then from here, you can turn around and go into your Ajax from here. Again, focusing on allowing the rib cage to stay down. The arms go up. You're slightly forward, palms face straight ahead. The hands are slightly forward of your trunk the whole time as you go up and down. Inhale and exhale, allowing the rib cage to expand. You also will have your shoulder internal, external rotation. You'd want to bring the band down a bit so it's at this angle of your hand. And you're rotating out and in. For external, allowing some space between your arm and your body. And then you would turn around to do this arm for internal, but then you could use the other arm. This is your internal rotation. And lastly, you could do this when you don't have a band tied, or you can do this even without a band. Having your arms in a low letter V, and you're bringing your arms more in towards the socket and release. So instead of bringing the shoulder blades together in the back, they are sliding backwards just slightly, but you don't need to worry about the actual pinch of them together. The arms are just sliding into the socket. so you have less of the shoulder blades pulling together. You can do this with or without a band. I'll show you with the band. My palms are facing each other. Slight pull apart. And then I'm moving that arm back into the socket. So there's not a lot of movement here, right? I'm pulling the band open a small amount, and then I'm taking the shoulder back just a small amount. And you want to feel the muscles more along this area as opposed to directly between your shoulder blades. Okay, so for these band exercises right now, this week, I'm recommending 10 repetitions daily. I put down 5 to 7 days a week, and then you could do your strength training once or twice a week. Keep it at once, since the added band exercise will be new for your muscles. You might feel some muscle soreness, but also focusing in on your breathing. Expanding your ribs. You could put your hands along your rib cage. Inhaling into your ribs. Exhaling, the rib cage goes in. Watching, you could do this in a mirror, watching that your shoulders don't come up as you breathe. So you're trying to avoid taking a shallow breath and just breathing through here, just getting your body away from this complete pull back and down of the shoulders that's going to lift your rib cage. You want to allow that rib cage to soften. You can also feel for the middle of the back of your back against your work chair. Okay, let me know if you have any questions.